for at least a little bit. I'm thinking at least some people to show up. So keep this playing in the background if you're busy, please. Help my wife and I get some watch hours. And I've got my cold brew, cold coffee here. And I'm ready for an open discussion. So yeah, let me go make sure I've got this thing going over here. I'm gonna take a little walk. You folks come with me if anybody's playing this. All right. All right. Just waiting for some people to join. All right. Okay, let me go back to our back deck here. It's a beautiful day, sunny day. Probably don't need this hoodie on. The weather has been back and forth here in Missouri. Hot and then cold, hot and then cold, warm and then cold, cold and then cold. Even though the cold and then cold is not back and forth, but the weather has been all over the place. All right. I love this back deck. I'm kind of sitting amongst the trees here, close to nature, and I love it. Got some great views here. You might hear our rooster or roosters, maybe you might hear more than one of them in the background. That's just homestead sounds, folks, homestead sounds. After this live stream, I intend on doing some gardening. Yep, gonna water some plants, hopefully transplant some plants into some, from seedling trays to larger containers, and maybe even transplant some stuff into the ground and transplant some stuff into their final homes in containers as well, maybe. Maybe I'll work on trying to finish up our 2 hugelkultur beds that we've been working on, filling with logs and sticks and different vegetation and just different things, oyster shells. Yeah, it's quite a few things in there. Twinbrook Acres, hello all. I will be in and out while I finalize my maple sugaring. What's up, Twinbrook Acres? Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me know that you'll be in and out. That's awesome that you're finalizing your maple sugaring. Hi, bro. Hello, welcome in. I do not know how to read whatever language that is, but welcome in. And folks, if you're scrolling, stop scrolling. Hang out right here. Right here. This is the place to be with me. My wife and I, when we do live streams, we frequently have some awesome people show up, and we frequently have experts in different fields, different areas show up and share their amazing knowledge. So if you like learning, stay here. If you want to be entertained, stay here. If you want to be kind and do something that's completely free, do some things, plural actually, that are completely free, and help out my wife, our 2 sons, and myself, play this live stream, hang out with us. All right, can I ask you, what is your position on your video? I don't know what you mean by position. Twinbrook Acres, be back soon. All right. Thank you so much for Twinbrook Acres for keeping this playing. I'm seeing 13 people, or 13 accounts rather, playing this live stream right now. Stop whatever you're doing. Hit that like. It's kind. It's free. Let's go. CR. That is creative redundancy. I call him CR. Wrote, hello, Colin. Welcome in, CR. Happy you're here, brother. I'm happy you're here, man. Happy you made it. And as far as your question, I don't know how to read your name. If you have an English name or a different name, please drop it in the comments and I will call you that. Nelly Cabante 8009 wrote, hello, welcome in, Nella. Oh, I might have said Nelly. Or Nell, rather. Okay, hopefully I got it correct now. Nell Cabante. Or Cabante, perhaps. Stopping shoveling snow for this anytime. LOL. Snow, woo! Canada can be rough, brother. I'm enjoying a sunny, beautiful day here in Missouri. It's got to be in the 60s or 70s right now. I think it is. Whoa, I see. Oh, I might have looked like 8 likes. I'm seeing 3 likes. So thank you to everybody who hit the like. It doesn't take much, folks, just a little bit of effort. There are things you can do in this world that are kind, that are completely free. Playing this live stream is one of them. Hitting the like is another. Commenting is another. Winter keeps marching in this month. Haha. I'm assuming, knowing UCR, that was a pun or whatever. Play on words. Marching. Haha. It seems like spring is finally here in Missouri. But we have had some like random cold days and things, but that is to be arguably expected in Missouri, is that crazy back and forth weather. Awesome. I'm seeing 17 accounts playing this right now. Let's go. Let's grow. If you're a content creator, this is the live stream you want to be in, because my wife and I are connected to some amazing, supportive, kind people that might connect to your channel and help you grow your channel. So introduce yourselves in the chat. Always Survive wrote, hey, Always Survive in the house. What's up, brother? I stopped by a couple of your, I think at least 2 of your shorts today, and gave you some support, brother. All right. Woo, that wind. Wow. I assume you folks can hear that. All right. Got a great showing so far. I'm seeing 5 likes. Thank you so much. So I didn't even set a goal for likes yet. My first goal is 10. I'm going right for 10. And you folks can make that happen. Please make that happen. I see sun flurries now. What are sun flurries? CR and Always Survive, greeting each other. I love to see that in the chat. I love when people greet one another. All right, Janet Potter. Good afternoon, everyone. What's up, Janet? Welcome in, Janet. Janet, you're awesome. You are a great supporter of Mine and My Wife's channel here on YouTube. Thank you so much. All right, let me check out this chat. Slice ASMR H5. Hey, uncle. I am probably not your uncle. Welcome in, though. Cold sun showers. Oh, like, what do you mean cold sun showers? Maybe because it's cold there? Sun's not cold, brother. Sun's gonna warm it up where you are. If you're scrolling, stop scrolling, hang out right here. Let's go. Let's go. If you want to support a hardworking, middle-class family, down-to-earth people, my wife, our 2 sons, and myself, stop scrolling. You can help out my family and I just by being here, just by playing this. You are my uncle. You remember me. I cannot see your picture well. I assume I'm not your uncle. I think from what I see in the picture, probably not your uncle. At mental hospital, can't believe you changed now. Okay, so Slice is the first troll and hopefully the last troll of the live stream. Slice, I'm a nice guy. Please be nice, please be kind. And you can actually meet some nice people in this chat and have great conversation. So I hope you make a great choice, and I hope you choose to stop the trolling and the weird stuff and choose positivity and kindness instead. Janet Potter, I just finished up my first raised bed using other people's leftover material. Total cost less than $12. Boom, that's a win. Slice, all right, sorry. If that was a sincere apology, then I sincerely accept it. If it was a sincere apology, I sincerely accept it. Hang out, Slice. Hang out. Mr. Sweet Time in the house. Mr. Sweet Time wrote, hello, everybody. Welcome in. We got a great group here right now. All right. Slice, I'm not sure if I can say you're great or not. You came in with some weird stuff about a mental hospital and I'm your uncle or whatever, but you might be a really cool, nice person. CR, I'm still here. Thank you for writing that, CR. Slice, no, sorry about that. Again, if that apology you just wrote, that sorry was sincere, then I sincerely accept it. I'm trying to be easygoing. I try to be kind. And I do appreciate a sense of humor. So if you're just trying to be funny, but you're not trying to be mean, then it's all good. It's all good. And if any of you folks have content on your channels, I know CR does, I know Always Survive does, feel free to drop some links. What I do ask of you folks, from your folks, is don't leave this live stream to connect to other channels. I prefer if you folks stay right here with me and with the awesome people in the chat, or some of the awesome people in the chat. And after the live stream, stop by those channels and make connections. Slice. Yep, I'm just trying to get funny. I thought it's funny. Sorry. It's all good. I think that was a sincere apology, and if it is, I sincerely accept it. It's all good. Slice. Where you from, Slice? Where you from? Where do you hail from? United States, outside the United States, where you from? All right. I see 8 likes, I think. Michigan. All right. So Slice, the gentleman who has the channel Always Survive, he commented in the chat earlier, he is also from Michigan. There you go. You could meet some neighbors. Even though they might not be he might not be considered your neighbor. He might be far away from you. But he, I think, is from Michigan. Midwest represent. Michigan is the Midwest, I believe. And I live with my wife and our 2 sons in Missouri, and that is the Midwest. CR, well, Slice, I'm puny according to others. I don't understand that comment, CR. But thank you, CR, for staying active in the chat. Always Survive, trying to listen while I work. LOL. Won't be able to write much, setting up garden beds and wood for next winter. Beautiful. Always Survive. I'm Southwest Michigan. All right, all right. Good to know you're Southwest Michigan. That means you're closer to my family and I. Always Survive. Always Survive. I see you staying productive on the homestead, brother. Congratulations on all of your progress, all of your success, man. I love to see what you're doing. Nove3 wrote this. Welcome in, Nove3. Welcome in. If any of you have not hit the like, take a moment and hit that like. Let's go. And if anyone's scrolling, you're scrolling, stop and hang out right here with me. We've got some awesome people in the chat. Introduce yourselves. If you're a content creator, feel free to promote your channel. Slice. I just trying to be funny because I get bullied in school. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Bullying is horrible. Bullies are not cool, man. I dealt with some bullying when I was younger, and by the time I was in high school, I think that stopped. But when I was younger, maybe in perhaps junior high and younger, I experienced some bullying, and bullying is just horrible. The thing is, a lot of people who are bullied try to bully others. One of the most profoundly insightful things I have ever heard in my entire life is the expression, hurt people hurt people. Let that sink in. All right. All right, let me get caught up in the chat. Ariana Grand Theft. All I know about Michigan is Shelton Benjamin. I'm not from U.S. Ariana. I'm going to say Ariana. Sorry if that's incorrect. Ariana, welcome into the chat. Where are you from? You're not from the U.S., so where are you from, Ariana? CR, I'm still waiting to add chop and drop in. I don't get it, CR. I'm lost, brother. But thank you for staying active in the chat. I can relate to. Oh, maybe CR meant about the bullying. I actually posted a video on Facebook recently about bullying. Had at least 2 times recently some trolls show up and make fun of my appearance. And I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I did not lose sleep over it. But it's really wild that people will choose to just be mean to a stranger like me, who I consider myself a very nice guy, and make fun of my appearance. They were making fun of my beard, making fun of my hair, whatever. It's all good. I mean, it's not all good. It's actually horrible behavior, but it's all good in the sense that it's, again, not really negatively affecting me. My feelings were not hurt, but all right. Liechtenstein, brother. Wow, small country in Europe. I think you may be the first person on YouTube that I have ever, and actually outside of YouTube in real life as well, outside YouTube life, that I've ever met from Liechtenstein. That's really cool. Slice MR. World is so unfair, dude. I agree with you. Slice, I completely agree with you. It's rough. Life can be really rough, but there's a lot of great people too, you know. I think it's more important to, it's better rather to just focus on the kindness, the kind people. And you know, my wife, our two sons, myself, we're Christians, and we're supposed to pray for people like that. We're supposed to pray for all people, all kinds of people. And hurt people. A lot of times they have self-esteem issues, they're insecure, whatever it is. And I have my own flaws, and people, you know, people, they lash out, you know, different reasons. All right, DDP in the house. I got your back. Marine in the chat now. Welcome in, DDP. I hope one day I will come to US. All right. Well, the US, I mean, we've got our share of problems, but overall, I think it's a great country. I think it's the greatest country in the world. We do have a lot of freedoms here, or at least in certain states here, that a lot of other countries don't have. It's a beautiful country. And yeah, I think the US is greatest country in the world, but not in every way. We have our own problems, just like other countries have their own problems. All right, I'm seeing 16 accounts playing this right now. Let's go, let's grow. If you're a content creator, this is the live you want to be in. In the chat, there are some awesome people who are content creators that are very supportive. And I highly suggest when this live stream is done, after you stay here and show my wife, our two sons, and myself support by playing this, after you show my family and I support, I recommend going to those channels that are active in the chat, connecting to them, and that will help your channel grow because they're awesome and they return support. All right. Slice, I gotta go. Sorry for that again. I think your apologies were sincere. At least some of them were sincere, and I accept whatever sincere ones there were. I think that last one was definitely sincere. I could be incorrect, but I accept your apologies, the sincere ones, and I accept that last one. Slice, you're cool. If you're not subscribed to mine and my wife's channel, subscribe. You know, it's kind, it's free. Hit that subscribe. And I hope to see you in future live streams. I'd love to get to know you, man. And as far as the bullies, man, if you have any bullies still in your life, don't sweat it. Just live how God wants you to live, or rather try to live how God wants you to live. Be kind, spread positivity, spread love, and your life's gonna be great. I say that with confidence. There's no question mark there. There's an exclamation point, actually. Your life will be great if you try to live the way God wants you to live. If you love other people, you're kind, your life will be great, okay? It will be challenging. You'll have obstacles. You'll still have to navigate life like everyone else, all right? But your life will improve. I'm confident about that. DDP, staying active in the chat. Thank you, DDP, for staying active in the chat. Boom! I see 10 likes. First goal for number of likes achieved. Thank you to everybody who hit the like. You're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that and putting in that effort. It's easy. It's quick. Hit that like, folks. Hit that like. Bosnia, cool. DDPIO. Okay, so the Diddy part, I assume that person might be trolling. They might be writing something bad. How's life going, my friend from DDP? It's going great, man. Thanks for asking, man. How's life going for you, brother? How you doing? How are you? I'm more blessed than I deserve. My family and I have been going through some things lately, but it's all good. God is providing. God is taking care of us. And we're just putting one foot in front of the other, or our feet in front of the other feet, plural. All of our feet, moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Just marching through life and trying to be productive. Well, we are being productive. That expression, not enough hours in the day, I relate to that frequently. Yeah, we've got a lot going on, but yeah, we're great, man. This is a beautiful day. This is the day the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. I pray in the name of Jesus. Amen. DDP, taking life one day at a time. Hey, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Bosnia Cool wrote, have a good day. Okay, so have a good day. That was nice, Bosnia. I want you to hang out and I want you to be kind. You might have come in here with trolling intentions, but you don't have to keep it that way. You can hang out with myself and some awesome people in the chat and have a great discussion. So I hope you make a great choice. Please stay here. Please don't leave. And is that Tagalog, Bosnia, if you're still here? Ayo? I think that might be Tagalog. All right. CR, greeting. I think DDP. 11 likes. All right. DDP, greeting CR. I love when people greet each other in the chat. It's a great way to stay active in the chat. It's also kind, right? Good etiquette, right? Good live stream etiquette. Good manners. Good live stream manners. I love to see that. You guys are awesome for greeting each other. All right. Bosnia Cool. Are you from Bosnia? Or the Philippines? Are you from the Philippines and you live in Bosnia? Where are you from, Bosnia? Where do you live, rather? Oh, there goes the pizza box. It's windy. All right. Got a great showing for this live stream. All right. Hey, I did garlic for the first time. It's looking great. So excited. Boom, that's awesome. I think this year we're going to have our first, well, actually no, our first, like, I'll say real successful year. We did, back in New York, we did grow a little bit of garlic. I don't recall if the cloves separated well or not, but we did harvest some maybe young garlic, early garlic or whatever. It was absolutely delicious. This year's the first year we're really going to be doing a better job with that. And they've hopefully got enough chill hours. I could not imagine they did not, and if they did not, I don't know. But I think they've got enough chill hours, and I think we're going to be pulling some beautiful garlic up this year. Shawnee Grows, what's up? There's an awesome channel right there, Shawnee Grows. I'm chopping some stuff to add to the soil later on. Chop and drop, organic matter all day, brother. Awesome, awesome job, CR. Shawnee Grows in the house. How's your day going, Shawnee? Let me guess. You're being super productive and doing like 10 different things. DDP, I planted a 6x10 raised bed full of garlic. That's amazing. I think that might be more than we have. We have and I'm going approximate here, maybe a 3x6 planter that we were growing garlic in, and 2 or 3, maybe 4 grow bags, maybe 2 or 3 grow bags that has some garlic as well. Had some growing in a pot in a container, but I think the cold might have destroyed it or something. It's just, I think it's all dead, sadly, in that one container. The goal is to harvest some for eating and to harvest some for planting. Yep, for planting later this year. Just ordered a box of seeds to grow indoors next winter because food is life. Yes. I'm heading to the garden property. Need to cook a meal for a family member. All right. 70s today. Then we are getting an inch of snow Thursday in Minnesota. What? Shawnee? What is going on in Minnesota? What? CR. That's a creative redundancy. You probably already know that, or might already know that. Was shoveling snow earlier. I think we're done with snow. But it's Missouri, so I don't know. It's wild. Yeah, that is wild. Well, I mean, you got the 70s today. That's awesome. Yeah, CR wrote, Shawnee, I'm shoveling snow today, LOL. Shawnee and Janet greeting one another. Awesome job greeting one another. Yeah, I'm going to see if the garlic and asparagus are up yet. Our garlic has some nice green growth on it. I don't think there's any scapes on it yet. I believe the type we planted should grow scapes. Hardy German might be the type, the variety. Well, I saw rain, snow, and freezing rain this month. Wow. Well, the precipitation's great, but the cold, I would not be able to live in Canada, man. Or, I mean, I could, but I would not be happy with the weather. DDP just got out to the wood shop. Got to get my mind in the building mood. Finishing up some flags, cutting boards, and cheese slicer today. Very cool. So DDP, I'm going to ask a question or questions, and I may have asked you this in the past. Pardon my memory if I did. So I cut out some little rounds or whatever from a tree, different sizes, and I would like to have them as little cutting boards. What should I seal them with? Starting Thursday, my checklist is huge to serve my family. We're organized and ready. Awesome job being organized and ready and productive, Shawnee. And saw sun, LOL, clearly. Folks, I'm really concerned. I've been reading and listening to different things from at least some of the sources I think are solid sources, reliable sources, and I have some very real concerns with gas prices, diesel prices, oil prices, and therefore the prices of many other things, food included. I'm seriously concerned. I'm not living in fear, but I'm seriously concerned, and I don't know, maybe I am trying to be an alarmist. Maybe I am trying to ring the alarm and wake people up by saying that. I don't want people to live in fear, but I am very, very concerned. And I really believe that probably worldwide, we're in for some rough months and maybe years ahead. I'm very, very concerned. Like I talked to my wife, like we got to go food shopping, like ASAP, like prepping mode, kicking that up a notch, you know, or trying to. Some really, I mean, prices for fuel have already gone up, and things are really concerning to me. DDP, got to let them dry first, depending on the thickness and size. Okay. They should be dry. They've been out there for months, maybe a year or more, maybe. See our food prices. I am concerned about food prices, brother. Shawnee Grows, list of what we need for a year getting wrote now. Very good, Shawnee. Very good. CR wrote, you are aware of it. Yes, I am aware. I've been following what's going on with the Strait of Hormuz and nitrogen. The nitrogen, therefore fertilizer, big problem. I don't agree with many, maybe most, maybe all of what big agriculture does, commercial gardening. I do not agree with inorganic or non-organic, whatever the correct ways to say that is, methods. I don't agree with the constant destruction of the soil and all that. I'm not a hippie. I'm just a person who has an understanding of the science, and I'm not an idiot, and I want a great world for mine and my wife's two sons, and want a great world for other people besides mine and my wife's two sons, and I want a great world for mine and my wife's future grandchildren. And I don't agree with many, maybe that's most to all of what big agriculture does. However, they do feed a lot of the world, and without that fertilizer, folks, very, very concerning. Like, I cannot express how concerning that is. All right, let me see. I even used rainwater this month. Yeah, use that rainwater. Maybe try food grade mineral oil. Okay, Mr. Sweet Time, thank you for that. I'll screenshot that. DDP learning. Did you folks lose me? I pushed the wrong thing. Did you lose me for a little bit? Hopefully the accrual of watch hours from this relatively large live stream, Hopefully we didn't lose any watch hours by doing whatever I just did. That stuff makes me nervous. Learn to grow as much as you can. Learn to preserve and set back what you can. Again, one day at a time. Yes, one day at a time, brother. One day at a time. And we are definitely continuing to learn how to produce more of our own food. DDP, I'm doing a live tonight at 8 p.m. Okay, I am working tonight. So I won't be able to make that. But thanks for dropping that. At least thanks for me. Shawnee Gross, farmers need to switch to regenerative. I absolutely agree. I think anything else is irresponsible, stupid, and they're denying the actual science. Like, I've seen a big change here, huge conversations. I mean, conversations about growing methodology or methods or whatever. A lot of big operations are using regenerative methods now, which is awesome to see. And the thing is, a lot of, most or all of the people that get stuck in just what they learn in school, okay, in big ag, and what their parents did, what the grandparents did, and they just do the same stuff, they're actually putting themselves in a bad cycle. When you're constantly tilling, and I'm not fully against tilling in every situation. I'm not going to get too much into it now. I think tilling is anywhere from okay to great, maybe 1 or 2 times in certain situations, okay? But that constant tilling, they're making it so that when they're destroying the fungi and negatively affecting microbiology, they're actually making it so that they have to constantly till. They're just bringing seeds up to the surface that sprout. So constantly tilling is just making them get stuck in that tilling in perpetuity kind of situation. And with the insecticides, the pesticides, as in the toxic ones, not organic, the garbage ones, toxic ones, they're destroying the soil microbiology. Destroying the soil microbiology, now they're not getting nutrients that are bioavailable to the plant. So what do? Now they need fertilizer. They use synthetic fertilizer, which does work quickly, but then runoff, it gets into water sources and is horrible for the environment. They get stuck in these cycles. And they've I think at this point, in order to survive and keep their operations going, I think at least some of them are going to have to use regenerative methods and go back to old school compost and things like that. Shawnee, that's why I'm chopping and dropping more again. Chopping and dropping is great. You know, we don't have military in Liechtenstein, FYI. You might be better off. Instead of the military industrial complex wasting a whole bunch of money and using it in horrible, evil ways, you might be better off, Ariana. And again, I might be pronouncing your name incorrectly. Slice, I'm back, dude. Welcome back, Slice. Happy you made it back. DDP wrote 5x5. I'm not sure what 5x5 means. Greetings, fellow everything. Food Forest Permaculture. What's up? Welcome in, FFP. That's Howie. CR, keep an open mind about other options. Like, what do you mean about other options? On my break from making air layer clones. Happy you're here, Howie. Happy you made it. Nitrogen runoff. Yeah, nitrogen runoff is horrible. DDP, gotta run. Take care. God bless you all. God bless you, DDP. You're awesome. Thanks for being here, man. I'm happy you got to hang out, at least for a little bit, or however long you were here. I'm happy you made it, man. And maybe I might be able to play your live stream while I'm at work later, but the thing is, if I did, I probably would not be active in the chat. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. If I remember, I'll try to consider doing that at least for a little bit. I probably could play it for at least a little bit. Lyrics King, good morning. Welcome in, Lyrics King. How are you? 5x5 usually means it's fine or good still. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be annoying. I don't understand what you mean there, CR. Like 5x5 means like all is well? Or you're talking about something in particular? Shawnee Grows, grow what matters to you. Shop local. Shop local grown. Absolutely, shop local grown, for sure. Learn about what grows in your state. Check your budgets, absolutely. From what I understand, I completely agree, Shawnee. Breakfast is ready, and we'll see you all again. Hey, Howie, thanks for stopping by, man. I hope you have an awesome day. Stay safe and keep on producing that food, Howie. I think we have tough times ahead. Well, times are already tough for most working class people. I think I'm going to change it to tougher times ahead. Options like chop and drop or compost. Yes. CFFB. Like audio or video is good still in the stream. Okay, thank you for clarifying, CR. I have a lot to learn about like YouTube lingo and online lingo and language and stuff. All right. So earlier, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to screenshot and I closed the screen out or whatever. So when that happened, could you folks still see me, or did it like go black for a little bit? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments below if earlier, if you were around when I hit the wrong button. Let me know if that went all black or if you could still see me. Maybe the camera was still going. I don't know. All right. I see 12 likes. Thank you to everybody who hit the like. You're awesome. You're awesome. We've got some great people in the chat. CR is an awesome guy. Got a great channel. Same thing with Shawnee. She's, well, not awesome guy. She's an awesome woman. She has a great channel as well. Mr. Sweet Time, just a quick blink. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Mr. Sweet Time. CR, didn't notice or I wasn't in here yet. Oh, okay. Thank you, CR, for writing that. Yeah, I get nervous about, like, you take your time, you're doing a live stream, you're, making things happen, and then like something gets messed up, buffering, bad service, whatever. I get nervous about that because I don't want to lose watch hours. I don't want to lose any accrued watch hours up to that point. All right, 10 people in the house. All right. I am going to step aside for a quick 2-minute break. I've been going about almost 40 minutes now, 37 minutes. So CR, Mr. Sweet Time, and Shawnee, you are all moderators. We are moderator heavy in the chat. Keep an eye on things real quick. And I know you folks are, at least some of you are very conversational. So keep the chat going and just keep an eye, keep an eye on people's behavior. Janet, I'm going to make you a moderator. You absolutely deserve it. I trust you, Janet. And you've been really supportive to my wife, our 2 sons, and myself. Because you've been showing a lot of support to my wife and I here on our YouTube channel, and supporting my wife's YouTube channel, and therefore, like I frequently say, that supports my wife, our 2 sons, and myself. And you've been awesome with all of your support, Janet. So I just want to give you a shout out and let you know I do notice it, I do appreciate it, and my wife is very appreciative of all the support that we get on YouTube. So you're a moderator now. Janet wrote, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Janet. You're awesome. Just a quick glitch. I don't know, remember if I read that or not before. Thanks for letting me know about the quick glitch, Janet. Makes small talk, LOL. CR, you're awesome. Get your medicine, folks. Learn about plants. Yes, medicine, so important. I recommend, as far as like antibiotics and things, Jace Case might be something you folks might want to look into. Learn about plants. Yes, medicinal plants are no joke. They're real. It's not just hippy dippy stuff. There is, regarding certain plants, an abundant amount of solid science. I'm talking like double-blind science, not like corrupt science. Real science supporting how powerful, how medicinal many plants are, okay? And many times they work way better than the synthetic garbage, the prescriptions and stuff. And the beautiful thing is most of the natural stuff has either no side effects or very little side effects. And if there are side effects, they're usually more manageable than a lot of the typical prescriptions that are out there. So, and that's stuff that I've really looked into. I've done my research and learned about medicinal plants. Very important. Prachi wrote, hello, welcome in, Prachi. I'm about to take a quick break. Prachi, stay active in the chat, please. And there's some awesome moderators here right now. I'll be right back, folks. All right. Let me see, Mr. Sweet Time. Don't let the power go to your head. Mr. Sweet Town, I promise I won't. You folks are awesome. All right, I'll be right back, folks. Time to get a little more cold brew coffee. Got more coffee and I'm back, folks. All right, I was reading the chat. Thank you to everybody for staying active in the chat. I'm seeing 9 accounts playing this right now. Let's go, let's grow. All right, so I'm going to talk about some things I noticed in the chat, maybe in no particular order. So stevia, I have failed with stevia. I've gotten some to germinate, but I have not grown it successfully. Maybe I'll try again. However, I have read and or have heard recently, or whenever, that stevia is actually not good for you. So I'm going to be doing my own research about that. But if you folks are knowledgeable about stevia, I've heard it's not good. So maybe monk fruit is a better, low to no cal sweetener or whatever, but stevia, no good. I would love to grow sugar cane, but that would be, I don't know if that's even possible where we are. I don't know if I could bring it indoors for long enough or whatever. And it might be a lot of work, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna focus on what we can grow relatively easily here. Let me know. J-Dog, one party, J-Dog in the house. What's up, J-Dog? Welcome in. Canassa. Huh? Canassatat. I'm not sure. Canassa Tattoo. Canassa Tattoo. Not sure how to pronounce your name there, but welcome in. And yes, it is beautiful. Let me show you folks around a little bit. Let me show you a little bit. So we got some nice views back here. That's behind us. That's not our property back there. We border the Army Corps of Engineer land, so this will hopefully never get zoned to be like a shopping mall or anything. And here's some of our property. So got the rainwater catchment down there, not set up properly. Maybe I'll fix that at some point. Just a little bit of our, close to our home here, a little bit of our property. All right, build compost. Yes, always build compost. Whoever that was to, yes, build compost. I saw about the pineapple tea. That's really cool, Janet. Really cool. Smart way to be resourceful and use those use that pineapple or whatever. Worked my first raised bed, finished this morning, made pineapple tea. Okay, read that or some of that earlier. Mr. Sweet Time, I would like an update about the stevia, how that grows for you. Lemongrass the other day, using the dead stalks for my raised bed. Awesome. All right. All right, just trying to get caught up in the chat, folks. Different sunflower seeds now. I want to grow a massive amount of sunflowers, and I haven't seen any of the flowers that we, the seeds that we brought, just cast in the ground, and some we put in the soil. Haven't seen any of them come up yet, so I don't know. Maybe it's the cold weather that we've gotten randomly, or whenever, that's stopping them from coming up. Maybe not enough rain. I got pretty low germination across the board for some reason, starting a bunch of stuff again. Ooh, sorry to hear that, Mr. Sweet Time. My wife, Nicole, transplanted some tomato plants in our Vijayga raised bed, and it looks like every one of them, or maybe everyone except one, died. And I think that that's because we probably transplanted them too early. We might have thought that the weather would be nice enough or whatever. And maybe they would have survived if we watered them more. But there was at least one day we did not water them, and I think maybe because the roots are probably kind of shallow right now, they couldn't make it. So that's one of those gardening moments that you're like, oh, this really stinks, but we're just gonna plant some more. Always check it if seeds need light to germinate. Yes, very true, very true. Which I've read maybe different things about that they could be lightly pressed on the surface, just surface sown, barely covered with soil, but they still need light. So I don't know, maybe the light's still hitting them if they're barely covered. But yes, definitely do your research and make sure, see if the seeds you're planting need light to germinate. And seed planting depth is so important. I used to kind of wing that too much, but seed planting depth is so important. Cracking looking. Blue skies definitely gives you a lift. I'm not sure what you mean by cracking looking, but blue skies are really nice to see. Janet Potter, Southwest Florida. Okay, I might not have known that, Janet. J-Dog, I think I welcomed J-Dog in. New videos coming soon. Okay, cool. I'll try to screenshot right now. Hopefully not mess it up like I did earlier. There you go. And I'll try to stop by your channel, check out those new videos you've got coming out. Sugar beets, sorghum, cane syrup, maple syrup, honey. Yes, honey, 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 honey. We would love to raise some bees. There's just so much going on. And the setup initially, I think, would be kind of expensive. And can't really swing that right now, or don't want to. It's not a priority, but we would love to raise bees, and we definitely want to make that happen. At this point, I think it might be might have moved up on the priority list, maybe more important than sheep. Yeah, maybe more important than getting more rabbits, more meat rabbits, because sweetener is very important, and honey is one of the absolute best foods, and it's lasts indefinitely when stored well. So yeah, sugar beets, yep, that's a great thing. Sorghum, cane syrup, yep, I believe it's called like the pancake plant or something, because you can use the grain to make pancakes, and you could use the syrup as a sweetener. Look into sorghum as a sweetener. Just got a bunch of seeds from BC. Yes, thank you for the reminder about sorghum. I believe we have some seeds. See what I can do. We've grown quinoa successfully. I know that's different, that's a grain. Well, actually sorghum I think is a grain as well, but quinoa I think likes like kind of somewhat cold temperatures, so maybe we still have time for quinoa. I see views like that and want to put a little target out there for plinking. Awesome. We may or may not have something like that right over there where I'm pointing. May or may not. Kraken just means great here in Scotland. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for explaining that. And Scotland in the house. Welcome in, Scotland. I always knew Colin was a sweet talker, LOL. Hello again from Milton, Florida. Jill Bait and Tackle Outdoors. Welcome in, welcome in. I see 15 likes. Boom. That was my goal. I think actually, I don't even know if I set that goal for 15. I had a goal for 10. Not sure if I said 15. I think I might have, but I'm happy to see that. That's so awesome. So awesome. 10 accounts playing this right now. That's awesome. That's a relatively large group for mine and my wife's live stream. So I think perhaps doing these more frequently has been helping us get more people to join. And within the week, it was a goal I had made. I'm thinking about it now, reminded of it now. Within a week, trying to get scheduled live streams. It's just tough with my work schedule, tough with my wife's schedule. But I'm gonna try to at least pick one time a week that I'll go live at the same time. And then I will get to some specific discussions, and I'll target the discussions to specific topics. That's some stuff to look forward to, folks. I was in Milton, Florida last weekend. Nice little town. Okay, that's cool that Janet knows about Milton. Great showing for this live stream. Thank you to everybody for all of your support. Thank you so much. I'd love to be on panel with you. Absolutely, Shawnee. Absolutely. We should set that up soon. I've got your email. Let's get that going. I also have on my ridiculously large to-do list to set up a live stream with Always Survive, and maybe set up a live stream with Freedom by Me. But I would absolutely love to have you on the panel. I love the knowledge. I think you're very, very knowledgeable. I love the knowledge that you bring to the table. So that would be amazing. And I think it would be great for the growth of your channel, because I think a lot of mine and my wife's viewers would really love your content. So I think you'd make a lot of connections. And that's something that I would try to promote. I'll get it up on my personal Facebook, and I'll maybe talk to some people at work, and I'll try to get a good showing, or try for a great showing rather, for that live stream that you will be on the panel. Speak of schedule, I've been scheduling videos. I have some for September right now. For September, wow. I'm gonna get at least one short posted today. I think I've got like a few things for shorts lined up, but I might do a long form video today. It's a beautiful day. Maybe do something outside. Might do a long form video today. Jane, I love it. April 10th through 11th, we have something called Flee Across Florida. It is 275 miles of yard sales from Pensacola to Jacksonville. What? What? 275 miles of yard sales. That's awesome. That's like, probably couldn't even do that in one day if you were to try to go to most of them. Wow, that's really cool. Find some great deals, I assume. And I think I did miss some stuff in the chat earlier, but I think it's fine if I did. Sorry if you folks wrote something in the chat that I did not address that you would have liked me to address. Just trying to just keep it going forward. 16 likes, awesome. This is amazing. So awesome. I hope to film a portion of it. That would be cool. That would be cool. You should. Yeah, do that. I would like to, I mean, myself, I would like to see some of that. That would be really cool. Here's something you folks might already know. And I know it, but sometimes I'll go on it and I'll just be like, wowed. Facebook Marketplace is a really great place to find some really great deals, especially for gardeners, homesteaders. Like, Facebook Marketplace could be really amazing. Naturally, be safe. Anytime you're meeting up with people, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep that thing on you if you can. If you're legally allowed to, keep that freedom tool with you. If you meet up with people, be smart, be safe. But yeah, if you're safe about it, the Facebook Marketplace could be really, really great for some great deals. I'll go on there and, like, you know, money's tight for my wife and I right now, and I'll just see so many things that I want. I'm just like, ah. But again, money's tight. Got to prioritize. But I could definitely spend some money on Facebook Marketplace. Don't forget good walking shoes. Well, yeah, I mean, walking shoes are important. Shoes are important. I spend a lot of time on my feet at work, and I'm the type of person, I'm just like, get a cheap pair of work shoes, some non-slip, cheap work shoes. And my wife, being as smart and wise as she is like, invest in some good shoes, you know? Like, there's two things that people, well, these are not the only things, but these are two of the things people should really think about. Good quality shoes, good quality bed. Spend a lot of time in your life in your bed, a lot of time in your life on your feet. So those are two ways you can take care of your bodies, is get some good shoes. So my wife will pick up better shoes for me than I would maybe typically pick up. And she encourages me to not be cheap and invest in some good shoes. Prioritize your personal preparedness plan in the present. Yes. And you know, I think a lot of people don't realize how difficult their prioritization process is, how difficult it is to make those decisions for planning, right? Like, people talk about planning and getting organized, but maybe this will be a topic that I'll discuss in a live stream. And I think this might be a great topic for Shawnee, because I think she's a very productive person, and at least relatively organized and stuff, is how does one prioritize? It's easy to say prioritize. I'm not saying anything against what you said. I completely agree with you, CR, but I think people could benefit from solid advice, some real action steps about how to prioritize. And sometimes it's more than just the pros and cons. It's more than just, there are many factors, right? With project management, for example, there are many factors, many moving parts that might apply. Those words might apply to what's going on. So prioritizing, like, I'm stuck right now. I'm not sure yet. If I spent more time thinking about it, I probably could figure it out, but I'm not sure if having sheep is more important than having bees. I'm not sure if getting more meat rabbits and getting our rabbits going again, if that's more important than sheep and or bees. You know, like, it takes some real thought, and I think it's worth it to take the time to prioritize well. Once you prioritize, then you can make your daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, and you could march towards progress, right? But by prioritization, I think a lot of people struggle with that. And I think that might be a great topic for a future live stream. And I think my wife would be an amazing person to have in that live stream, because she's been a project manager at more than one of her jobs, and she's a phenomenal project manager. So I think she has some real phenomenal real world advice that she could give about that topic. Let me get caught up in the chat. All right. I bought a 12-pot hydroponic system for $20 on Marketplace. Wow, that's cool. That sounds like a great buy, Janet. Janet, we're family now. Cool. Janet, I don't remember, and pardon my memory, do you have content on your channel? Because I see just the J. I don't see like a picture or anything. All right. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Welcome in, Rebecca, or rather, you've been lurking, so I'll just say thank you for being here, because you might have been here for a while, so I don't want to welcome you in maybe. I've been lurking. Colin shoes are very important because it can affect your knees and your hips. Absolutely, Rebecca. And your lower back, right? Your what's called your posterior chain. Essentially going from your heels up through your back, right? Yeah, very, very important. And for those of you, random workout advice, make sure you're training your posterior chain, such as your calves, your hamstrings, and your lower back muscles. The problem that a lot of people do around the world, maybe Americans maybe more so, is they focus on what I call mirror muscles. Their biceps, their chest, their shoulders, and they neglect the back of their bodies, right? But for functional strength, overall health and wellness, like your calves, having strong, healthy calves is actually connected to heart health. I won't get into too much of this right now, but focus on those non-mirror muscles, okay? They are so important, and they're often undertrained and neglected, and then that makes people more likely to get injured. Like a lot of football players, for example, many of them are aware of the importance of back extensions, deadlifts, and things like that, because like the hamstrings are like the brakes when running, right? A lot of people focus on quadriceps or quads, right? Fronts of the body, like dominant, and you need that balance of like your antagonistic muscles. Maybe those words might apply. There's some random training advice, folks. So you hang out in these live streams, you can get some miscellaneous stuff. Like first in, first out, or inventory. Yes, first in, first out, or FIFO or LIFO. That's some stuff from my accounting studies in college. But that's from the accounting perspective of record keeping and bookkeeping or whatever. But yeah, first in, first out, last in, first out. First in, first out for many or most circumstances, especially when it comes to food and things, is the way to go. For accounting, that's maybe different, or is different rather, at least in some circumstances. Jailbait, I did a show and tell video last weekend on an amazing buy. I got on Facebook Marketplace. I paid $20 and got conservatively got $102 worth of cooking camping items. Oh, that's awesome. Mr. Sweet Time, good topic. I try to step away from what I think and look at it from a neutral position. If the good topic was to me, then thank you for that. What do you mean for step away from what you think and look at what from a neutral position, if you don't mind clarifying, Mr. Sweet Time? Janet Potter wrote, I do not. I assume that was about having content. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Janet. Sounds like you will be pretty busy growing. Should post a video. Yes, Janet. Folks, let's encourage Janet to get some content up, right? I would support Janet. My wife and I would support Janet, and I think you folks would support her too. So Janet, if you got some content up, you would automatically have some support. Like you off the go would have some people supporting you. Janet, I want you to do it. And you might be busy. Some people don't like to be in front of a camera, okay? There's different things, but there's different ways of creating content for people who are shy. I'm not saying you are, but in case you are, maybe. There's different ways of creating content for different people, right? It doesn't have to be super organized and scripted and whatever. And at least sometimes that might be the better way to go. But there's a lot of very, very, very successful content creators who kind of do what my wife and I do, which is one shot, record, boom, cut it, boom, done, you know? Most of my videos are one and done. Now, that doesn't mean that I just, from the first time record is hit, that I get it the first time. Sometimes it might take a couple of times, few times, but usually it's just one straight through kind of thing. More rare than that, there'll be like maybe 2 or 3 videos cut and put together. But you can, in the middle of your day or whenever in your day, if you just are doing something that you think is interesting, entertaining, educational, or a combination of aforementioned things, then just stop and record, throw it up, and you might be successful. I mean, that's just some unsolicited encouragement and advice. CR, winter here is my gym. There you go. Oh, well, shoveling snow is a phenomenal exercise, and shoveling snow actually helps you work on that posterior chain that I was talking about a lot. Your lower back, for example, your hamstrings. And not just your pushing muscles, your pulling muscles, right, are important. Your back, your biceps, right? A lot of guys work out their biceps because it's like they have the gotta do the curls to get the girls mentality. Back when I was bigger and stronger, and I'm gonna get back there, I'm going to get back there. Life happened, and I won't get into why. I've lost a lot of my muscle mass, but I'll be getting back there, or close to it at least. I didn't really focus a lot on curls. I was just a lot of pushes, pulls, squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, chin-ups, bench press, like compound movements. Yeah, that was a lot of my focus was on those types of movements. And if you're doing a lot of heavy pulls like chin-ups, pull-ups, rows, lat pull-downs, things like that, your biceps will get stronger and in certain situations grow anyways without the isolation. Janet, that's not something I want to do, but thank you for the suggestion. Okay. Rebecca touched my yarn. Somewhat also did that to me in someone's chat, and now I'm a content creator. You should do it, Janet. There you go. Just encouragement, Janet. You don't have to. We're just trying to, some of us, or Rebecca and I, and maybe Mr. Sweet Time, we're just trying to encourage. Somewhat. I assume Rebecca probably meant someone also did that to me in someone's chat. Now I'm a content creator. You should do it, Janet. So, Rebecca, have you put up any content? I think I maybe remember or vaguely remember that you were stopping putting up content or perhaps pausing with your content production. Have you put anything up recently? Screenshot this if I didn't just do it. And if I did, do it again. There's a reminder to go to your channel, Rebecca. See what you've got going on if you have anything going on. basically, it would sprout our interest, Jane. Jailbait. Janet, you can do it. Oh, I love the encouragement. I get emotional sometimes, folks, and passionate. Actually, frequently. Janet, you can do it. Don't be afraid. It takes a while, trust me. My first video was a train wreck, but I learned so much. Jailbait, that was such an awesome comment you just wrote, man. That was such an awesome comment. I love it. I love it. Words of encouragement are very important. And keeping it real, you know, keep it real. Like, we're learning a lot. Like, my wife and I, our videos, they're not polished well. They're not edited well. But you know what? If we stopped and waited, if we waited till we learned and knew enough, whatever that is, right, to start putting out content, we wouldn't have what we have, which is over 3,000 subscribers. We wouldn't have the watch hours we have, which is about 1,500. Now, that's not great, and we have however much to go, but we wouldn't have what we have. You can start, you should start, in my opinion, and just learn as you go, adapt, and even little changes. Like my wife and I, our content 1 year from now will be so much better. And it is in some ways better than it was a few years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago. I think we started maybe 3 or 4 years ago, perhaps. All right. I look for a neutral position when it comes to priorities. Can easily become about the moment, but it's better to see the bigger picture. Yes, Mr. Sweet Time. I think I understand at least partially what you're saying. From what I understand, I think I agree. Excuse me, folks. From what I understand, which is most or all of what you wrote, I think I agree that that's smart. I think that is smart. So we're carrying a 10-pound sunflower head count. Hey, weight is weight. Rebecca touched my arm. I'm not doing videos anymore. I only do live showing people what I have made. Okay. Shawnee Grows, listening from kitchen. Bacon cheeseburger, tater tot, hot dish, chicken enchiladas. Look at you go, Shawnee. Awesome job making that food, Shawnee. Shawnee, you seem like you get down in the kitchen from what you've written in the past and from what you just wrote. My wife and I love cooking. My first video was about baking soda, LOL. Okay. CR, Shawnee, I'm hungry now. Oh, that's a nice meal right there. It's a nice meal right there. Wow, 18 likes. This is awesome. Thank you so much, everybody who hit the like. And if you are watching this and you didn't hit the like yet, come on, boom, do it, do it, do it. Hit that like, come on. And as far as content creation, you can only do what you can do and what you want to do. Now, I want to go off on a tangent here. If you folks hear me speak, and those of you who know me well, I try to be deliberate about my speech. I try to be purposeful and intentional with the words that I choose. I also try to be, I think a bird just flew close to me. I try to also be honest. And I think it's important to be honest with yourselves, and it's important to be honest to others. So for example, when a lot of people just say like, yeah, I'll do that, or if I get around to it, whatever. When the reality is, it's also if they want to. So I say things that might come off as rude sometimes when I'll say, someone would be like, I did this in a recent live stream actually with a buddy of mine who I think should accept some help in an area or areas of his life. I'll say things like, if I can and if I want to. That's reality. And I think people should be that blunt with one another because, like, for example, if I can do something, if it's 1 a.m. and I just worked a 12+ hour day, I might not want to. That doesn't mean that I am mean. That doesn't mean that I don't really want to overall. It doesn't mean I don't care. The reality is I might want to go to sleep, right? So, yeah, think about that. Think about that. So just when you talk to people and it's like, let's hang out and blah, 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 it's like, tell them straight up, like, I would love to hang out, but I'm not sure if I have the time for it. Just be real, you know? Hey, I would love to help you out, but I might not really want to. I'm overwhelmed. I'm busy. I can't do it. But if both line up, if I can do it and I want to, I'll do it. It doesn't mean I'm only gonna help people or do things if I like completely feel up to it, but you know, just some random advice that I'm throwing out there, folks. CR, no wonder why I crave food on live streams. Jailbait, I left my first video posted as a reminder where I have progressed to currently. Okay, that's very cool. I was in the Everglades trying to film gators and ended up filming more of my toes than gators. Right place, wrong time. It's all good. Hey, we learn in life, right? But the thing is, you kept on going, brother. You kept on going, right? If the willingness and motivation is there, most can. Yes. Well, most can in certain situations. Sometimes things are just impossible. Like I can only be in one place at a time. If I'm working, I can't help someone on their property at that time. You know. But as far as overall perspective, I completely agree with you, CR. If you really want something, if you're really willing to do something, you frequently can make it happen. Now, what I'm about to say I don't want to do, but I may want to play in the NBA. I may want to. I may enjoy basketball. I don't. But I'm 5'7", I'm 42 years old, and I've never played basketball on a team in my life, besides some street ball. I think there are certain goals that are unrealistic, and we should be real with ourselves. Now, it doesn't mean that I should not chase that NBA dream if I have it. No, I should chase the dream if it's smart. Now, if chasing said NBA dream negatively affects my family and I'm taking my time instead of growing food for my family, instead of spending quality time with my wife and our two perfect, beautiful, amazing sons, then I should not do those things. Then that NBA dream isn't smart, right? Mr. Sweet Time, people used to laugh because I would give a hard no real fast, but I heard the proposition and I'm out. No reason to pretend. Yeah, I get it. I get it. And some people, they can't handle that, right? Right? I think there might be a book out there or something called like The Power of No. I try to catch myself, and I think I do catch myself sometimes when I'm about to like, because I love nice people and I want to hang out with people and stuff. When I'm about to be like, oh, we would love to have you over our house and this and that, whatever. For the foreseeable future, for the next few weeks, months, or year plus, it's not likely. Yes, sir. Awesome, awesome. I'll be right back, folks. Keep an eye on the chat. Stay active, moderators. Thank you. folks. Sorry about that. I'm going to look at some text messages. Hopefully I don't lose you folks. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Please hold it down in the chat, folks. To you moderators. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Let me get caught up in the chat. Had to pay the plumber. Awesome that people were staying active in the chat. Uh-oh. Looks like it was just buffering. I think the time stopped and it kept going. That was weird. All right. Wow, you folks were doing a great job of staying active in the chat. Does anyone have any interesting plans for the week? CR, small talk time. More snow, Janet. Does that count? Oh, no. I'm so behind in the garden, I'm just going to try to play catch up. You should still have time. I really do want to get the fishing gear out, though. Oh, I would love to go fishing. Back to work Wednesday after nearly 3 weeks annual leave. Wow. Well, hopefully you had a nice time off. More snow sounds cold, but interesting. Ouch. Why do the last few days always go by so fast? I need the slow-mo button. Mr. Sweet Time, playing catch-up is always tough, but good to keep busy. Yes, yes. Janet, did everyone hit the thumb up? Thank you, Janet, for writing that. Going back to work after a long time off, you were like, I have 3 more days until, then you wake up and it's like the very next day you are headed back in. For me, it's like when I'm on the grind and I'm working. I get used to it and it's okay. And then maybe having like 1 or 2 days off is nice, but like going back to work after vacation is tough. It's tough. It psychologically for me, it is. Action in the organic field today? Exclamation point. Not sure what they are fixing, not planting. We had a new faucet put in and some new shutoffs put in, and our dishwasher hose was leaking. Got a new dishwasher hose put in, and then they fixed, put some PEX pipe near our outside spigot so we could use it for gardening, and it hopefully will not freeze. They put a little bit of PEX pipe or whatever it is in there so that if it waters in there, hopefully it won't burst, because it burst one year from the cold weather, cold temps. FYI, I will slide at the top of the hour. Okay, thanks for the heads up, CR. About to probably finish this up. I have 50 pounds of potatoes to plant. Whoa, way more than we planted and way more than we probably will plant. Happy you mentioned potatoes. That's a great reminder. We've got some chits ready for planting. Maybe I'll try to get those planted today. We picked up some more potting soil recently, so I'm gonna give it a shot in some grow bags, but they're kind of shallow. I don't want to. I might save the grow bags for something else, but I want to have something that's deep enough to grow them in. I don't want to grow them in ground. I don't think they would do well here. We've got some rocky clay soil, and the area or areas that we have improved are still, I think, not quite deep enough as far as level of topsoil for potatoes to grow in. Shawnee grows, that's a lot of potatoes to plant. I would just stare at them also. Not planting today, just looking at them overwhelmed. Taddies? Oh, taties. Make progress, just like cleaning snow 1 layer at a time. Clearing, correction there. Was picturing you out with a cloth. Stay hydrated. Yes, always stay hydrated. I thought I heard water too. Yeah, it's nice out. Funny how when you look for one thing, you find everything else. Sweet, hopefully you find money. So far, only money spent. Mr. Sweet Time, that is a fact. I was looking for some drill bits and found 2 hammers. I put them where they should be. All right, well, they ended up where they should be. All right. Hey, I'm going to finish this up. I've got some things to do before I head to work. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all of your support, staying active in the chat. Thank you for everyone who hit the like. Thank you to everyone who hit the like. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Please keep an eye out for future live streams. I'll be doing them relatively frequently, and I'll be getting at least one schedule per week. Uh-oh, got to pick that up. You folks are awesome. I want that to be to those of you who showed support. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. You can do it. Not sure what that was about, but that was to me. Thank you for the encouragement. Cheers for the stream. Good to see positive stuff. Thank you. And if you're not subscribed to Madam Wife's channel yet, please do so. I'm going to screenshot this to check out your channel and see if you have content and show you some support, give you some support. I maybe should keep this. I'm not going to, but maybe I should just keep this going, keep that background going, get more watch hours, but I'm going to finish it up. Hey, God is great. Stay safe and prep up, folks. I think we have some really tough times or tougher times ahead of us. So keep that in mind. And you do what you want with that opinion of mine, but I sincerely think that rougher times, because rough times are already here for most working people, I sincerely think that rougher times are ahead. So yeah, prep up. That's my recommendation. Walking onions are up. Awesome. Yes, our walking onions have been up for weeks now, maybe months. They're amazing. They're so awesome. One of my favorite things that we've grown. God is great. Stay safe. Prep up. Take care, everybody.